What's up, everybody? And welcome to Moody's Sunday show of the Fight Night Recap from Seattle. Um, for the most part, the card was a banger, man. We got treated last night for the most part. But as you can see, my name on here is Henry I Quit Cejudo. The main event really pissed me off, how Henry quit and how he just, I don't know, dude. It was a weird finish, man. But like after he got eye poked and stuff, and he constantly kept talking to the ref and the eye doctor. He could constantly say, "I can't see," and he'd wave his hand in front of his face, saying that shit's blurry. But Song finished Cejudo by decision because had to go to the scorecards. But honestly, should Song have gotten a point taken for the double eye poke? But that's besides the point. The co-main event, man. Oh fuck. Lucky just fucking out wrestled him and just, I don't know, kept his stamina and cardio put back for the later rounds as he's already fought Brendan down before. The biggest win on the card, in my opinion, was Ricky Cmon getting a nice knockout, dude, and knocking out Basharat. And he's all knocked out cold with his eyes open, laying flat. Shit was funny. But I went 9-3 in my picks. I lost the Cejudo fight, I lost the Feely fight, and I didn't pick Austin Vanderford. I finished 8th overall in my tap league. After going from like 21st and staying in the top 5 after the first couple fights to falling off at the end. But I had a good time last night with the crossover and S Dog and McDane and Eric Valadezi. It's always a good time to come into the streams with the guys that ain't got 100 plus people in the chat because there's always something funny to fucking talk about. But yeah, we're gonna work something out as dog crossover. We're gonna do a replay stream, and this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna challenge you, Olin, to a drink off, and it's not gonna be this fucking. You can take all the shots you want, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get a 50 Jaeger, and I'm gonna make mixed drinks. It's just gonna be root beer and Jaeger, and I'm gonna fill probably a third of my cup up. So that's probably like 4 shots, bro. I mean, I'm gonna drink as long as I can. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna eat. Only how I'm tapping out is if you see me there, I'm not sitting and see me on my camera and I'm all half-ass falling asleep or snoring, or somebody comes and sees me and sees his piss all over the place because I pissed myself because I'm so drunk. But yeah, that's one thing you guys don't know. I don't drink, but drinking's in my blood. A lot of family members been drunks and shit, and like back in the day, you piss me off and shit, and I get in that mood, I just fucking bombard a fucking fit, dude. Easy peasy. But y'all don't like what I'm gonna drink because y'all don't like Jaeger, man. I like Jaeger, dude. It just has like that licorice taste to it compared to fucking a harsh, nasty, burning aftertaste. Me being able to accomplish 16 Jaeger bombs in a lunchbox on my 21st birthday with an empty stomach. I had alcohol poisoning. I accomplished something. I can drink. I just don't like to drink because when people are drinking, a lot of people get out of body and out of pocket. But Hank, like I told you, buddy, you beat me, dude. I told you beat me, man. There's no more one fight left because I started this contest between me and you week 2, and yesterday was week 6 of the UFC season. I gave you a run for your money, bud. I gave you a run for your money. You're pretty much my arch nemesis on this picks because Skate never wants to try to take me on because I think he's just too busy wanting to have your guys' little ordeal going on between each other and shit, which is perfectly fine. But last year from only having I'll tell you right now, guys, because I got my stats from last year and what place I finished. The best place I finished last. Oh, maybe I don't. I thought I did. Must have threw it out. But like the best finish I had last year in the tap league was like 7th. This year I fucking surpassed that twice. And I finished in the top 10 every week so far this year, with my best finish being a bronze medal last week. You know, hey, I don't know what the deal is. I'm not even sorry, guys. All my homies that are in the MMA community, I'm not even watching your guys' prediction videos. I am doing this all solo, and the only time I'll pay attention to changing a pick or something is if I make my fucking bold predictions beforehand, and I'm playing a game like against you, Hank, or somebody, and then I see you pick somebody else, and then then it goes in my head into my perspective that, hey, I might have to change my fucking pick. But yeah, next week is the fight we've all been waiting for between Ankalaev and Peja. Don't know who's gonna win. I'm going for Magomed because he's been sitting on his back burner wanting the shot. Yeah, he says he's not going to try to take Alex down, and we know that Alex has been training with the Mr. Glover Teixeira. But you know why Magomed hasn't shown off his wrestling really? Because he hasn't really had to. And I'm sure this time, this fight, he's gonna have better striking skills. He's gonna go for takedowns, and I hate to say it, if he gets Alex down, can get into fucking full mount or side control and get Alex locked in that fucking them crazy chokes that them Russians are good at doing. It might be lights out for Alex. So this coming Saturday might be the last time you guys are riding on that Chama train. Mm-hmm. 8:09 Central Standard Time. It's 25 degrees here. It's supposed to be 48. I'm ready for this fucking shit to warm up. I know this shit was a fight recap stream, but I ain't got all the super high tech shit, and I ain't got a computer, and I'll bring all this stuff up. But, I just sit here and bullshit with people. I've been here for 10 minutes. No one wants to come. It's cool, man. It's life. I just post to post because I'm bored. But in other news, besides last night's fight night, my fucking team, well, both my teams are playing each other because I'm a Duke fan and also an Illinois basketball fan for college. And Duke beat our ass by fucking 67-110 or some shit, man. We got our asses kicked. It really sucks for the Illinois team because Marez Johnson probably would have played a decent factor last night for another big man. And you have to bring in Kerry Booth, hasn't been playing very much, so this season for the Fighting Illini is pretty much over with, man. I don't see us. I hate to say it, I don't see us fucking making it to the round of 64. I see us getting sent to the fucking NIT or some shit. I see Bradley making the fucking round of 64 before Illinois. A small school here in Peoria, Illinois, with like 6,500 kids, man. It's crazy. Now we have a Division I school here in Peoria. And it only has 6,500 kids, but the campus is very, very incredible and nostalgic looking because it's all like old brick buildings. It's not as nostalgic looking as Eastern Illinois because that place looks like a straight fucking castle, fucking for real. Like Eastern Illinois University. If you ever get down to Charleston, Mattoon, Illinois, people, and you go by there, you'll look at it and you see big, tall, like castle-like German structures and shit throughout the whole college. And that's kind of how Bradley is, man. I wanted to go there and shit as a kid because I was kind of into I was in the crime scene tech type shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I wish I would have went and done besides maybe going to the military. We got a good fucking like a law program up here and stuff. And in my history of being in trouble and having to do time, I ran into a guard, actually a couple guards that went to school at Bradley and then had to quit going to school for Bradley because they were young and had a kid, so they went into the Department of Correction business. It's just crazy, man, how much money it costs to house an individual in prison, but out of all that money it supposedly costs to house an individual in prison, they probably only use fucking 10% of it. So I was just looking yesterday, and it takes like $68,000 a year to house a female in Logan Correctional Center here in Illinois. And I bet really, out of all that money, they probably only use like $6,700, and that's for like maintenance, the bullshit crappy ass food they serve in the chow hall. There's supposed to be like a prison fucking little thing where there's supposed to be like a prison inmate fund or whatever where we can pitch in to do shit, but they're never gonna do anything for us. Like I was trying to push for like every once in a while, motherfuckers pitch in money, and you know, like once a month or whatever, get enough people to pitch in the money to pay for the fucking pay per view. Let us watch pay per views. We've got money on our books. Take it off our, charge each person like $7-8 a person throughout the whole fucking joint. They got the money and they got a TV and shit. And they want to watch it and put pay per views on, man. Because like, dude, every time any mixed martial arts or boxing shit was on, dude, on like regular cable, dude, and we were locked up in our cells, man, motherfuckers were going crazy, especially during knockouts. Like I can just imagine last night, all the guys for like the first 7-8 fights getting all those finishes, you guys be banging and fucking hooping and hollering and shit. And like prison's a cool place to be, but I've met a couple cool people. There's one guy I'm really would come around, but I know he's busy and got his own life and shit, man. He's doing his own thing. But I'm glad I got to meet him, even though I had to meet him because we both had COVID and shit. But it was a good time, man. 9 days and like a ad said, because we had COVID and we got to go shopping and fuck, man. Fucking made big boy burritos 4 times during the 9 days, and I pitched in about 80% of it because dude's cooking, man. This is how I've always been, man. If motherfucker is cooking, I'm throwing the most amount in because he's the one that has to go through all the pain in the process and shit of making it, and also for the, it's just called being fucking fair and honest, Like I throw like $30 in, and dude that was in a COVID lockdown with me, he threw like $10 in, you know what I mean? And he was like, oh, no, man, you ain't gonna throw it. I'm like, yeah, dude, because you're the one cooking. So I feel like I need to throw in more because you're the one that's doing all the work. I'm sure there ain't gonna be nobody coming in here today because it's Sunday and it's 8:15 in the goddamn morning here, and everybody was up, probably boozing it up, boozing it up. Henry Cejudo just needs to retire. He's fucking trash. He couldn't even get a takedown. He had some good stand up until he got eye poked and became a quitter. And, yeah. Really upset me when he quit because I figured he could beat Song Yadong because his last fights that he lost were really top notch quality people. You know what I mean? Because I do believe it was Marab and Aljo. No, never mind. It wasn't Aljo. Or maybe it was Aljo, man. I don't remember, man. I know Marab fucking dog walked his ass. And I think it was Aljo because I think Aljo beat him first and Marab beat him. That's when Marab had like 45 takedown attempts in the fight. Crazy stuff, man. Crazy stuff. You know what I'm saying, boys? Like, I'm gonna get on a stream one of these days with JS Dog and shit. I just don't like Restream or whatever the hell that shit is you guys be using, or iOS, because if it's Restream, I can't, like, it'll let me in and it'll fuck up and kick me out, and I'll have to come back, and all that bullcrap. But that's the only how we're gonna be able to do it, because we can't do it on mine. So I don't pay for my StreamYard, so I can't let you guys post the fucking videos to your guys' stuff. So eventually, maybe this Saturday, I'll come on the card and talk some shit to Olin. Nah, I'm just playing. That little motherfucker would probably fucking sleep me with a goddamn whiskey bottle. But I'm glad I was able to find crossover and then found all the other guys that are down with your cross, because me and you talk to Jay and shit every once in a while and shit, brother. And over there, it's crazy. You got him. Like, he's like the professional drinker, smoker. And he'll get fucked up, puke, whatever, pass out during the stream, and get right back up and fucking keep on trucking. And that's what I hope you guys are able to do. Hope you guys everybody hits 1,000 plus. Y'all get monetized. I'm just a guy here that's a fan, man. And here's my story. Hello, my name is Sean. I'm 37, about to be 38. I got into mixed martial arts by the sport of professional wrestling. As a professional wrestling back in my heyday was a lot more realistic than what it is today. So once I was able to go to a family video and see these no holds barred, weird fucking fights and stuff, and seeing that it was real, I'm like, oh hell yeah, this is pretty much like wrestling, kind of, sort of, but it's real. So that's how I got into MMA. And like since I've joined Jay's group and Isha and stuff, I've been watching Muay Thai and kickboxing. I used to watch kickboxing back in the Bellator days when they'd always have Glory or whatever afterwards and shit back on Spike. Those are the good old days, man. Sit there, watch a Bellator card and get like two more hours of kickboxing and shit. Yep. Also, I was a Bellator. I got into Bellator like 2010, because that's back in the heyday when Bjorn Rebney owned it, and it was on MTV too. That's when I met Ben Askren. I was a big Ben fan because he's had great wrestling and he could just fucking dominate. And yeah, and then Strike Force and Elite XC and all that shit came out, WEC. And my favorite Strike Force fighter was Brett the Grim Rogers and Daniel Cormier, man. And this is the thing, man. Y'all sleep on DC, man. Y'all think that John Jones would have beat Daniel Cormier, and Daniel Cormier's prime at heavyweight. You're out of your goddamn minds. The only reason why John Jones wins all those fights against Daniel Cormier at light heavyweight is because Daniel Cormier was a short, fat dude who had to cut all that goddamn weight. And, when you're fucking 5'9", 5'10", 205 pounds and got a fat beer belly and going against a 6'4", 205 pound, you're probably not going to last very long, man. And that's pretty much what happened. But, yeah, I know there's motherfuckers that are John Jones fans and shit. Trust me, I was a John Jones fan until he started fucking getting in trouble, crashing his Rolls Royce, hitting that chick and the pregnant chick and taking off. Well, thanks for whoever showed up and dipped out. Thanks, appreciate it, whatever. But, John Jones never wanted to fight DC at heavyweight. But once DC retires, I'm going to go ahead and take 3 years off to build my body up. And then all this goofy stuff, man, like, he wants to duck people. He don't want to fight the best. But a prime DC at heavyweight versus John Jones at heavyweight, DC wins every time. Sorry to say it. I remember when DC knocked out who was it he knocked out in the fucking Strike Force tournament to win the Grand Prix? Fucking hit him with that fucking little stubby ass overhand right and dropped his ass. And I've been a DC fan ever since, man. Yeah, he's not the smartest guy and everything, but he back in his heyday, he was a fucking monster, man. But my favorite fighters back in the day were Matt Hughes. And I didn't even realize that Mark had an MMA fight for the UFC until I was going back on YouTube and finding old UFC pay-per-views and shit. There's Matt Hughes at 170. I really didn't like nobody at 155. I was always like the bigger guys. My favorite fighter at 185 was Anderson Silva. And right now I'm a big Jared Cannonier fan because I've seen how fucking well he formed himself from being a heavyweight and a small short heavyweight to being this middleweight who's a guy that's the dark horse, man. He is the dark horse at fucking middleweight, man. He has that never say quit, never die attitude. And yep, that is Jared Cannonier, man. And I was glad he finished old RoboCop, man, because everybody was off of fucking Jared from the last two fights. And here's the thing. Kyle Bahayo beat up fucking Cannonier worse than what fucking Nasruddin Imavov did. And Cannonier in that fight when it got stopped shouldn't have got stopped because he got head kicked. He moved. He's a little leaning to the side, but he was still moving away. And then Mr. Herzog wanted to step in. And then at light heavyweight, I was a John Jones fan. I was a Rashad Evans fan. Dan Henderson, DC. Heavyweight was DC. Like I said, Brett Grimm Rogers, Fedor. Never was into Cain Velasquez, man. Czech Congo. You never want to see a good fight. Czech Congo and Pat Barry. That's probably one of the most memorable fights ever. But Czech Congo versus Cain Velasquez. Cain Velasquez wanted to use his wrestling against Congo. Congo would have whooped his ass. Now the thing about Czech Congo, he's weak at wrestling. Just like when he fought Heath Herring, and Heath Herring just did the same bullshit. Get cracked, take him down. Get cracked, take him down. But been on here for 20 minutes and stuff. Let y'all go. If y'all want to check this out later, I'll give y'all a link or whatever. It's all cool, man. I gotta get ready for this day of NASCAR. But yeah, check it out. Hit the like button, please. You ain't gotta subscribe because I'm not trying to do this shit for a living, man. Because I ain't got the equipment, man. I just got a jank ass Nokia cell phone and an Android tablet, boys. But y'all enjoy your Sunday and shit, man. And yeah, it's almost March, guys. Let's go. 6 days and counting till no more chama chama.